talk show host, and just like us, she's about to find out if she is nominated for an Emmy. Please welcome back the beautiful Tyra Banks.
Jumped over the couch like Tom Cruise.
Shut up.
You're comfortable on that.
Good to see you.
I know. I was like, they have a runway. I have to work it a little bit, right?
You sure?
Just
You
a little.
worked it. Well, you know what? So are you kind of like nervous?
Yeah, I am nervous. Like, it could be like an Emmy nomination. So I'm like, oh my gosh. Especially because like so many people told me that, you know, my show wouldn't last for a month, and now we're like getting 500 episodes. Yeah.
I'm looking at you now, and I was just seeing you the other day on Sesame Street. Grace was watching Sesame, and you had the word frustrated, I think it was, and you had the sweater. It was so cute. I thought you did such a good job.
Oh yeah, I remember that for the babies.
Yes, it was great.
But yeah, we're celebrating our 500th episode of the talk show today. Everybody has to tune in and watch it.
Mayor Bloomberg did something really special for you.
Oh my gosh. Okay, so Mayor Bloomberg, he found out that I was celebrating the 500th episode, and he said that he wanted to do something personal, which I was like, okay. I was like flattered, but like, oh my gosh, couldn't believe it. And he dedicated today to be Tyra Banks Show Day.
Oh, really?
Yes.
So today is Tyra Banks Show Day?
Proclamation and everything. And we actually planted a tree together because his plan is to plant 1 million trees in New York City.
Right.
So we planted a tree. I brought my top model girls with me, and we were like, it's the fiercest tree, 18th and 8th in New York City for everybody. And we named it Model Oak. Get it?
Oh, I love that Model Oak.
We don't have a day yet, do we?
No.
But maybe we could get Tyra Banks. Can we get Tyra Banks Day off? Oh, but it's today, though.
It's today.
Depends on who voted for it.
Didn't you you changed categories for your show, right?
Now you're informative.
We didn't, but I guess the Emmys noticed that it's kind of hard for shows that are like information-oriented, giving information, giving the self-esteem, all that type of stuff to people, to compete with shows that are more about fun and entertainment. So now, like, Ellen will be in a different category, and my show will be in a different category.
Okay.
So that's a bigger chance, right?
It seems as though, Tyra, that you were born to be a model. I mean, just sitting here, we're all so short. Even when you're sitting, she's taller than
You know what? But I got a long torso, y'all. My torso is long. My legs are like from here to here. I'm not that long, which is weird. My proportion is off from here to here. From here to here.
I have you because I have no torso. Give me my torso. I have no torso.
But let me tell you about a short torso. That is good for a swimsuit.
A short torso?
Not looking at what I saw
is not
recently.
good.
Not up under here. This is not cute.
No, I've seen you in bathing suits, and your torso looks great.
I know how to work it.
Oh, really?
Yes. I know how to work the long torso, but that's not
what I was getting at is you didn't even want to be a model, right?
I didn't want to be a model. I wanted to be a producer. I wanted to write and direct for television.
But you were forced into modeling because of your height.
Somebody just held me down. Yeah, no, I got accepted to 4 colleges for film and television production, USC, UCLA. A lot of people don't know that. So what I'm doing now is what I was always meant to do and wanted to do.
Well, that is what brings me back to this question, because now you say you want to bring Black women into the front and center of Hollywood. So what are you doing? Because I know you have so many things going on.
I have a scripted show right now that I am developing, and it is, I think it's going to be groundbreaking because it hasn't been done before, and it does involve Black women front and center, and white women, everybody too. But there's definitely going to be some Black women that are starring.
When you're working out with Ashton Kutcher, is
No,
that
that's
different?
a whole nother
Okay,
girl.
oh my gosh, you're busy. You're so busy. I can't
Ashton
keep
Kutcher and I are
track.
doing a reality show together.
Okay.
Like we saw each other in a parking lot, and he's like, "You want to work together?" I'm like, "Yeah," and I thought he was like being fake, but then he emailed me and it was real. So we have a show.
Okay, so now back to this other show. You can't tell us any more
I can't
about
tell
the
you
other
what
show?
that is, no, but also I'm doing some movies. There's a book called The Click. And it's a best-selling a book series for young girls, and I'm developing that, and they're in movie. We just finished our first movie for that.
And you're doing all these things, and yet, I read that you have a fear of success.
You know what? I just want to stay real. Like, you know, like success, like, I just always, like, you guys are like
success.
Real.
Tell
well, it's important for me to relate and to stay at home. Like, I'm still obsessed with my friends, like, from high school. I just went to Mexico for Christmas and brought my friends from high school, both of them, you know, since we were 13 years old. That is so important to me.
Yeah.
Did you need a green card to get back into the United States?
I didn't. What does that mean?
You also just went back to your high school, right?
It's a passport. What are you talking about? Huh?
You went back to your high school, didn't you? And
I
go
went
talk
back
to girls.
high school. That airs tomorrow on the talk show to see what's going on with kids today.
Yes.
Like
Can
the
you tell
school
us?
had like a metal detector.
Yeah.
There were girls that were crying to me about the pressures to have sex so early. There's one girl that was in a serious abusive relationship where she feared her life, cyberbullying, things that I didn't have to deal with.
What do you think of this Miley Cyrus story then?
You know what? She is a 15-year-old girl, and I wish everybody would just leave her alone. I'm sorry, I really do wish. It was a little sexy, but
What about the picture with the father?
Oh, I didn't see that. I didn't see that one.
No,
I only saw one in the newspaper,
been in
and it was a little
situations
sexy,
where-
but I just feel like, come on, let her.
What do you do when they're asking you to take a picture, okay? Because you take a lot of pictures and you're not
Oh, I've been
comfortable.
asked
It's hard
for more
to
than what
say.
she did.
Right.
And I'm like, no.
Right.
Was your mom
doing
with
that.
you on your photo shoots? Did she stay with you during?
My
'cause your
mom
don't play.
was with me in the very beginning, definitely. And there were definitely jobs that photographers would ask me to do. There was something called the Pirelli calendar in Italy. And it's like where all the models get naked. Oh, I know we have to rap. And I wouldn't do it. My mom said, you ain't doing that. I don't care how big that photographer is.
Well, you know what, Tyra, we thank you for coming by, and you're such an inspiration to young girls.
I
Keep
think
doing
that we
what
have
you're
to wrap
doing.
right now because I want to say something to Whoopi, but I know you guys are live.
Say it
Can I say it really fast? Because we're talking about award shows and the Emmys, and like I was obsessed with award shows. When I was a little girl, I would dial in crazy to get tickets, and I won to the Soul Train Awards and got Vanessa Williams' autograph, and I was starstruck. Like 10 years later, I'm at an award show, and Whoopi is sitting behind me. I have a friend that's saying like, hello, Whoopi, and da-da-da, and I'm like so starstruck. It's Whoopi Goldberg, oh my God, she's behind me. And I'm just like this, staring straight ahead, staring straight ahead, staring straight ahead. And then Whoopi taps me on the shoulder, and she's like, hi. And I was like, oh my God. So I told the story on Jay Leno, and I'm just like, oh my God, I was so nervous. I was like starstruck. She is just like my black woman doing her thing, so hilarious, so smart. I got flowers the next day from Whoopi because she saw Jay Leno and she said, you're so sweet. So thank you for that.
Whoopi's like that.
And that is the woman we know as Whoopi Goldberg. And Tyra, you are also awesome. The Tyra Banks Show airs weekdays. Her 500th episode today. Check your local listings. And when we come back, the biggest stars in daytime are revealing the nominees for the 35th Annual Daytime Emmy Awards live. We'll be right back.